Aye.
Peace. My name is Rasheim here at the Universal Parliament, Allah's Universal Parliament, and now Cypher Victory. That's November 30th, 2014. Today, we manifested the understanding that's going to be added to a cipher. A cipher of a person, the place, and a thing. The supreme understanding will be manifested at this universal gathering of supreme minds. So do the knowledge, listen and learn, and you will improve your life in no limited time. Peace.
These are original people who have done great things in their life. We honor them. Beautiful black people who have took responsibility in their life and helped build civilization.
This is important because even though people are not here, we moved up makeshift business to 2:30 so that everybody can start coming early and not falling in like before to whatever. When we was younger, by this time this place would be in there being filled. Now we older, brothers told me they got rheumatism, they can't get out of the bed, they can't get in on time, or they gotta wait for somebody to put their hair, brush their teeth, whatever. We as a nation have to move forward on the same line. We have to fill these chairs. These chairs are not here for us to look at. When we teach from what we say out of our mouth. Not teach in a specific place. Everything I've been hearing is if you want to get taught, go to a law school in Mecca. Anywhere we are at, we have knowledge of ourselves. Somebody asks us a question, we should be able to answer them without going into the Looney Tunes, without going into television, without going into the basketball or anything like that. It should be a thing in which we open up by asking them got to move forward. Everybody is saying this is the 50th year. This is really the 51 year. Because the father came out and was out in the street before brothers started going to him for teaching. He was teaching all along the time. You see what I'm saying? And before he got the first 9 born, brothers was out here. And they brought brothers into the 9. The 9 born will tell you that. The thing about it was, that was his task force to go and teach everybody else. And they came and they taught everybody else. They manifested in a way that they changed the game. I'm a game, I don't want to hear that. When the brother got through, oh man, I like what you said. Because it's no joke. A lot of brothers, the way they take it, is that like Allah never existed, or we worshiping Jesus in another form. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. They come in my class and talk about, well, the leader. We are all leaders. Because that's why we're independent. Our job is not to tell somebody that this is what happened over the years. You ain't my seed, or I ain't your enlightenment. Because in the days that I came into knowledge, if a brother talked like this, you can tell who taught him by what he said out of his mouth. You can tell a seed is a seed by what came out of brother's mouth. You say, oh, I know who taught him. By what he broke down his lesson, the way he manifested himself, the manner in which he stands, the manner in which he came with the knowledge, the manner in which he stood like this, the manner in which he stood when you talking like this. You could tell who taught him by what he said out of his mouth. I came on 127 looking for self-defense. I did not know that I would be 120. I did not know I would be here in this capacity at this day and time. I wanted to learn karate, and I said to Zulu up at the YMCA, they're going to have your class. He said, no. I said, well, how could I learn? And then I told him about walking by the precinct, and I saw some sisters outside challenging the police. You know, there was a cursing. You went out here and you chump. You said that out here and you chump. And I said, damn, I never seen no women in front of the 32nd precinct challenging them. So when I went to the Y and I told my story, the guy said, well, you want to learn, go down there and find them blood brothers. A lot of brothers say that the police named us blood brothers, but that hung with other people when they dealt with the nation. They said, well, you want to learn, go down there and learn from them blood brothers. When I first came down and I started learning, the brother said, Salam Alaikum. And then a couple of months from there, he said, look, we ain't saying Salam Alaikum no more because they don't talk language. We say peace. And then we started saying peace. And a brother would ask you a question. He said, how old are you and how old are you? And then he would tell you, do you know your word is bound to God? I said, oh, my wife. That's what he did with me. And I said, uh-huh. He said, do you know the degree? And he quoted, word is bond is life, and I give my life before my word shall fail. And you agree with it? I said, yeah. First brother you taught me a lesson, that's what I call my educator, because I didn't know lessons before that. And then I learned from everybody. Every time I walked up into a brother and I got bombed for not knowing the degree, it added on. Because the next person I seen, I could take the call that came in hand, went out that way. And everybody got taught. Everybody walked around with the same thing. They wanted to teach. If you teach me, I'm definitely going to say it. And let me tell you something. When you got taught, the first ones you went home to was your parents. Now, how you going to walk in your mother's house and tell her you don't want to eat pork no more? Because that part, right, you got to fast, then you got to, you can't eat pork. Yeah, brothers talk about that day time, they threw their mother ham out the window. You know what their mother said? Get the hell out of my house. You ain't bring nothing in here, you too big for it, you get out. So you see, the nation started out with brothers teaching the word of mouth. I didn't even know it was 120 degrees. I have my book, like my little book, like I call taught it, I spoke it, I built with it, but I didn't have how I define it in a written form because everything I was talking about word of mouth. I had to read it though. So you just couldn't say, here, read this, even though I explained and I read Elijah's book, I read Eric Lincoln's book, Black Muslims in America, I read How to Eat to Live, and all of them, day by day, word for word, and then I build on it. Everything we took in, we used to give out. So if you learn the lesson, you didn't have to learn, wait till you got 120 degrees. Brother said, yeah, God, I want 120 degrees so I can go and teach. I said, who's the original man? He said, yeah, black man, nigga, don't creep around and fossilization. He said, I said, well, go teach it. You had brothers that just knew that Allah was God to teach on that without even having lessons. Because the thirst for knowledge and the thirst for bringing brothers in there, when we grow up with a group of men that's our age and our line. They come among us and we call our friends first, and then our associates later. But we grow up with people. We grow up with them. But all of a sudden, because of that knowledge, I ain't part of them. That's the first ones you go to. They might say the hell with you, but you got to show them how you manifest yourself. And in showing them, whether they like it or not, every time you around them, all they hear is the same thing coming out your mouth. You teaching, you teaching, you teaching. Oh man, why don't you shut that stuff up, man? You know, go eat you a pork chop. You know, why the hell you bring that to me? I want to hear it. You know? But we did it. And we changed. If you would have seen how many people in Mecca, Medina, Iran have become knowledgeable, whether they like it or not. How many Muslims, how many Rubens, how many Black Panthers, all of them got knowledge because we wouldn't stop teaching. Brother wanted to tell me about being a Muslim. I started bombing them. I bombed them from everything I knew. We used to talk about planets and the weight of the planets and the people on them, and if you was on Jupiter, you was this side. We bombed them. They had the Muslims selling papers out here on 125th Street, right, off where the bank is, saying, Muhammad speak, Muhammad speak. Boy, we used to practice on him every day. And he used to say, oh, y'all are good, but y'all need to come to the mosque. And at that time, we used to go to the mosque. Sit up in the mosque, I seen Muhammad Ali come one day, 1 week, as Cassius Clay. The next time I seen him, he came out there in the uniform, and he was Muhammad Ali. That's history that I'm here witness with my own eyes. I also carried a K55 in there at night, and they pulled me into the little room. They said, brother, did you step this way? I stepped that way. They said, brother, you had this, why'd you have it? I said, well, I keep that on me. They said, we're going to take it, you can pick it. I said, I can have it, because they're selling them out there. I don't need the one that y'all took. See what I'm saying? But I knew anytime I went to the mosque, I left all my knives, because I didn't have guns, and I didn't have all that other stuff at home. So we went through a whole history of educating people about the knowledge of themselves. And that was full of people, whether they didn't like it or not. And dig it, every teacher had a different way of teaching. You had some brothers told students, you can't come out in the street unless you learn your lesson. And send them upstairs like they was their parents. Go back upstairs and learn your lesson. You ain't hanging out there. And when I see you again, you better know your lesson. I got taught by word of mouth. Brother walked with me, he talked to me, he said, who's the original man? Then he walked with me, he said, who's the original? The baddest one was the 4th degree and the one the 14th. The long, the 7th, 8th, 9th degree. The 10th degree was easy. Because the 10th one said, who's the mystery man? Who's the mystery God? But what I'm saying is, you have to do with the brother by the time you left. 2 o'clock, about 6 o'clock, you know your degree. In this day and time, a brother comes to learn lessons, and everybody talk about, well, who will our teachers on Monday? How the hell you gonna send them to me when you just dropped the opportunity to renew your history? Because 40, 50, 60, 70. I used to be a fly officer when I was 12 years old, 9 years old. I knew about the nation. And all of us together, where's the young? Where's the ones that can go out there and teach them the Bloods and the Crips? Because I'm sure not going to go in no blood talk about, I hear the teacher. They don't want to hear that. Because the one that was in this knowledge left and started all of that with the Bloods and the Crips. He was in jail. He said, I used to be a 5%, but there wasn't progress, and so I started the Bloods. And what he did is just pass it out, because every area had a blood with a different idea what the blood is. All they knew is they knew them signs, and they would kill each other if you said the wrong word like this. So understand that we had great skill with God. Always do that when you up here. I know, man, this is our nation. This was put here for us to construct and to live out. And when a parliament comes, it's a parliament. It's a parliament we got to make vital decisions. It's a rally that we just want to say we all together. A parliament is where things come out that's beneficial. You be out there waiting for somebody to come up here beneficial, and they be talking about the other side of the moon. That's not our marriage. Our marriage is here, teaching what we know, showing and proving every day. And how I learned it was to get up and say, my name is Omala, and I'm in the nation. At that time I was 17, I'm 67 now, and my degrees is blah, 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 the 14, 15, 16 degrees, and then let the next man go on. We have brothers coming up here talking about the other side of the moon, and they don't like the way brothers are doing stuff. That's not for us. That's for a group of men from one common cause. Man, we need to talk to this brother on the side. Why? Because he's influencing our family in a different type of way. Let's go talk to him on the side. It's not to come up here in front of family, friends, and associates and make ourselves look like stupid. This ain't a church. So we don't have the ability to say, praise God and all that, but it becomes that type of situation when you don't hear knowledge and wisdom coming from the person that's actually up there. You said, damn, where the look back in the guidance? He should be up there. He should be up there at least building with the nation, showing them which way he went and which way the nation could go. We got a thing that brothers keep writing us out of the institution. And they keep asking for a 501c3 so they can run a school in the institution. The nation out here can't give them a 501c3. I don't even know, they so professional inside the joint, they want to do things, but we cannot give them a 501c3 for them to run a school inside the joint. My 501c3 is around the corner, the Law Center. If you change the name, you can use it in every borough. But I can't say I'm going to Philly and set up a Law Center there with our documents, because Philly have a different type of government. They have different type of rules and regulations. So what stipulation 456T might be for me is different for them. So understand that this is our nation. And if we don't start going towards a positive view in what we teach up here, we ain't anti-white. And the reason why we ain't anti-white, because you're taking too much positive energy and putting on something negative. It's black, brown, yellow, and white are the human families of the planet Earth. They the devils, teach them they the devils. You got the lessons to say that. Why are you calling us the devil? Oh, we was a bad person. Hell no. Because y'all create rules and regulations to the doctors, ministers, nurses, and the crematorians to change your world around so that you can rule us for 600 years, 6,000 years. You gotta teach them like how you get it. much brothers taking time out to put everybody on this level, and they're not dealing with city signs. They're not teaching. You walk about a church talking about peace, God, people looking at you like you're crazy. But yet they got 400 women in there. How you gonna pray back to get in there if they don't get to? They look at you and boom, you out there picture. And it might be the best women in the world, but you done blocked them out your picture. All the women with all them children, you done blocked them out your picture. Because the first thing come out your mouth is peace, God this, and God that. Without even teaching. They don't hear nothing else. They don't hear knowledge wisdom. They don't hear who the original man is. They don't hear none of it. But you're walking around every day, peace, God, all that. And then you want to get up in front of a long nation and talk about it's a revolution coming. We had a revolution. We changed. Revolution ain't nothing but change. We are not terrorists. We are not here to cast stones at somebody. In the Bible they tell you, he who was without sin cast the first stone. So that means if I'm going to cast the first stone, first I'm going to say, well, I had shrimp, I had pork at my girlfriend's house. If you do it to yourself, then you can do it to everybody else. But don't get up in front of this nation talking about what everybody else do and know that hell when you get home and she say, well, some greens, baby, yeah, your mother cooked them, yeah, they good. They ain't even ask them whether they use turkey. This is not a joke. You know how bad it is for the father to keep on telling us he going home. He going home, and we say, damn, he going down south. He going to visit family, he ain't going to be around no more. And he used to tell us, we going to catch hell. That was his way. He said, son, when I leave, you're going to catch hell. And everybody said, damn, where you going? You going home? You know what you going to do. When they finally assassinated the father, they wouldn't know what going home was. That he wouldn't even be around us another day, another minute, another second. And we had to hold up to what we were born with. And we were born by the nation of gods and earth. We were born by being a father-son. We were born by this. The only thing we knew, I can't say I knew at the time was how I taught. And how everybody liked the way I taught. And how when I teach, I used everything I could to bring an understanding to somebody on what my knowledge was. I stayed up all night in Philly teaching. When they opened up the window, the sun was out there. I said, oh man, it's time for me to go to sleep. Because that's the way you are. When you got 120 lessons, do you know how many sentences you could use in a 120? You could talk about the devil board of trading clothes. You could talk about what's the meaning of civilization, when having houses to understand culture and family. You could talk about what year was the devil expiration, 1914. You could talk about what happened today. You got all of that in your lessons. You shouldn't be blank on, well, what do I say, brother? How do I teach? You got 120 lessons. If you just go through what you know you teach. And then the other thing is this. You got a lot of sisters that don't have God, don't have men. Do you know they could attract men into this knowledge? Why everybody think that they just MGTGCC? Our women is not MGTGCC. Our women teach civilization because that's what we teach. We teach them what we know. And you got a lot of sisters, well, a few sisters came to my class and say, they God don't want them learning these lessons. Girl, the lessons are too heavy for you. You know how we learn it? If you go to jail, what your woman gonna teach your child? What you gonna teach your child? If I get killed, what your woman gonna teach your child? We know what you know. We know that she's your mother. But what is she teaching your child? And you got a lot of children that's going to school, getting an education, but instead of saying one is two. They say knowledge is wisdom. You can't teach your child that he's in two different worlds. One is ours in the house, but you got to know these mathematics in school because we don't have our own. We're in a place where we need our own, but we don't have our own. We live in what you call a split society. You got school and you got home. You teach your child at home the right things, and when he go to school, hopefully he will spread over with the other right things. But then you forget about something else. There's influence when the child goes to school. It's his peers that all of a sudden he becomes buddy with. Robbing, stealing, lying. Because I'm your friend. Come on, man, let's go. We're going to do something. Come on, hang out with us. So there's three coaches that he's taught by. He's taught at home, he's taught at school, he's taught what's on the street. The street had taught us good because it kept us from that because brothers had knowledge of self. Brothers started teaching, man. You sit in the house, matter of fact, you don't even sit in the house. A brother start talking and you fall out. And you ain't even getting high. A brother start talking and you walk away drunk. And you never smoke nothing or drink something. He's coming straight from the mind. And he's teaching you. Teaching is what the Father told us to do. Everybody say, yo, we got to build a nation. No, Father taught us to teach. He said, son, teach. Everybody got churches. Jesus didn't go in no damn mosque or no church. Jesus taught wherever he was. That's how we learn. So why all of a sudden, because we older, somebody come to us telling us they want to learn, we can't even guide them in the right direction by telling them what we know. We got to tell them, no, you got to go down to school and see what I'll teach you on Monday. We got a class on Tuesday. Some head teacher on Thursday. God, those are good classes. But what he needs to know is the character of the person that's sending them down there. If I'm going down there, what makes me want to go down there? How can I manifest myself in his brother to make him know that this is not a joke? You want to be a rapper? Be a rapper. Learn your lesson. Oh, I got mathematics and alphabet. Take them. When I see you sometime in the future, you know them, and then we can teach the lesson. It never was like that way. Somebody come among us, we wouldn't even let them get away. They be telling me, yeah, man, I got to do this stuff for my mother. Yeah, brother, I'm going. Yo, brother. Okay, brother. What happened? Okay. All right. Okay. That's good. I like that. Yeah, all right. Because that's how we work. So why not that be this day and time? Brothers forgot how to teach. All you got to do is go through your lessons like how you teach everybody else. Go through your lessons the end of the month from the 25th on. Go through all your lessons. That way you got all your lessons in time. When you walk in the street, sometimes you find yourself building on them lessons. Oh God, I forgot mine. How long you been around? Well, I was around a couple of years. Then I went here. Then I learned a little bit from here. And well, God, I really haven't had a copy of my lessons in about 8 years. Well, who you be around? Oh, this God, that God. How come you ain't asked them for a copy of lesson? Oh, this is a good time, too. So every time we meet, it's cigars and a little bit of Chevrolet or cigars and a little bit of wine. This knowledge cannot escape you if you know it. If you know it, I had a teacher. Not no teacher, I had my supervisor. Every day I came out of Medina on Fulton Street. Every time I came out of the building, there was a whole group of brothers from Medina across the street. Some knew me by name and others didn't. But every day from 12 o'clock, my lunch was from 12 in the morning. 1:30 I'd be going back up in my office to go to work. Because of the fact they think, yo, what's happening here? And I'll be building. somebody asks you something, you got to nod yourself, you got to open up your mouth. Even if it's to tell them, God, why don't you meet me later so we can build. I know I wasn't coming back to Medina later, so I just built with them while the time is and told them, well, come to the parliament, blah, 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 call me up or this or that. But we need to get back in the teaching. Brothers out there, you got so many, look at this. You got Europeans coming. Now we talk about the original black man is the master of everything. We got Europeans coming over here 80, 90, 70, 60. And they don't have, they might have, but they don't show it. They don't have diabetes. They ain't walking with a cane. They ain't walking around all drugged up and all passed out. But they coming over to Mecca. They coming to Medina. They looking at the properties and they going to the different churches. They going in the stores. They purchasing out, and then they leave. You look in Harlem, here go a brother with a cane. Here go another brother with a cane. Here go another brother with a cane. Come on. Come on. And I'm not getting on people's help because I'm not that healthy myself. I had prostate cancer, and I had equilibrium, I had vertical, and then I had what you call it when you got coming out of your skin. I had that, and I had an operation. First time I ever had anybody come like that. So it's not a thing that I'm all healthy up there talking about you're not supposed to do that. You know, but if I'm going to say something, I'm going to tell on myself as well as I'm saying it to everybody else. If you learn 1 to 10, teach 1 to 10. And we used to sit on stoops, on rooftops, on basements, in the park. That's that's why I'm loud, because I taught lessons loud. I wanted you to be back there hearing what I was saying. The first earth I got, the brother said, yo, brother, there's an earth in the thing, there's a moon, because we just call it moon. There's a moon in there that sounds just like you on the staircase. That was Javon. I said, sounding like me? She said, yeah. I walked in there, and she had them sisters tearing them up. I said, damn. I'm gonna like to try. Right? Then I learned she was a habitual liar when I got old like I am now. But the whole thing about it is when you teach somebody to get old what you're teaching, and they'll go with it. If you walk around keeping your mouth shut with just a flag on, and somebody asks you a flag, and you just give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you on your way, they don't learn nothing, and you haven't taught. And all I'm saying is even a lot used to go through things, but a lot used to call us knuckleheads. Say, y'all ain't nothing but knuckleheads. He said, but when I tell y'all something, y'all want to do opposite. Then he tells us things like, don't tell your right hand what your left hand is doing. See how it come back to you. See what I'm saying? He taught us survival in the street and how to teach. I can't say a lot taught me, a lot guided me, but them brothers out there, they the ones that taught me. They stayed on my behind until I knew. You got God Supreme, little 12-year-old walking around with his hands like that, about, what's your name? Where you from? What's this degree? What's that degree? And you quoted wrong here, bomb me right there. Just bomb, bomb, bomb. And when you walk away, you know what you want to do? Bomb somebody else. Because it was coming pure and it was coming right. In this day and time, all we gotta say, this is the way it used to be when it's still here. It's still here. Let's talk about, you know what happened? Take a brother out of the sight, put him somewhere else, let him come back, and you know what happened? His mind was just as swift when he left, because he never stopped teaching. But you got brothers here that when you come back, oh, you ain't teaching the right. You wrong, this and that. That's what happened to me. God said, let's go. He said, oh, your lesson's wrong, your lesson's wrong, your lesson's wrong. But the thing about it was, what I knew was when Allah was here, brothers used to say, he got the wrong lesson. The brother Paul said, quote your lesson. He said, quote your lesson. He will quote the degree. He said, you quote your degree. The brother quote his degree. You know what the father said? Both of y'all are right. Get together and find out which one go the other way. Because how you going to study lessons and and get them on cap and then then somebody tell you to erase everything you studied and learn all of this over again. You can refine what you knew by changing what? We took snow calculation. We took what makes rain hail so put what rain hail so on earthquake. We took to teach a savage civilization. We put uncivilized person in there because you can't teach a savage nothing. And in this day and time, you got brothers walking around here medicated like nothing you ever seen. You walk along and you smell the pills coming out their body. Now, to me, I'm sorry to say, but that's a savage, because I can't teach somebody on some psychological drugs about knowledge. They might want to learn, but they slow at learning. So if I'm going to teach them, I'm going to work with them, and I'm going to work with them, and I'm going to work with them. I just can't walk up to them and say, yo, man, you got to stop eating that pork. My pills, I gotta take my pills and eat, and I'm eating this, stop me. Oh God, well, you know, God, man, we eating that. God, it could be a tragedy. Everything is for real. You don't have 120 in your brain to walk around and talk about. I can use it on Saturday and Friday, or make everybody see that I got my lessons, but on the average day, boy, the Knicks can't play. This one is doing this one. The basketball team, man. You know how stupid it is? We would take the ladies of the basketball and the best and say, yeah, they're the knowledge culture, man. Watch knowledge culture. See, you got the power. You want that dope? That's up to your God, like, you know, he can't play, he ain't passing the ball, he ain't doing this. No, we got mathematics, we got alphabet, we don't know how to use them, we don't know how to unlock when you was a child. Oh, I forgot, when you was a child, you did childish things, and now you are adult, you do adult things. You know what the father told me when I went to college? What God told me? We used to bomb the teachers in high school, and in junior high school, we used to bomb. Her teachers, know what he told her? So when you go to school, shut up and learn. Shut up and learn. If you want somebody to teach up there, call your brother up there, let him go to the community. You learn. You get yours. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, he told us, and brother, he told me to pass down my class. I took off my feds that I made and gave it to a younger brother. I could not tell you who I gave it to. But I did not know, knowledge, understanding, the father be taken off. And on Wisdom Power, the 25th, is when I got on the airplane to go to college. Harlem Prep came out there to see how well I was doing in college. And they used my honorable name. Everybody looking for, I'm telling you my honorable name, I don't play with y'all, right? But I work with them. It's Ronald Robinson. So everybody came out to college, they asked in the college, you know Ronald Robinson? They know. You sure? He's a tall, bald-headed guy. You know you don't know him? No. So he said, do we have other name here? Umala. Why did you say that? Why did you say that? Oh, Umala, he's over there. This said they called me out of class. I came up there. I seen the nuns from Hollywood. I said, oh, man, look at this. You know, they made me the chairman of the Black Students Union. I don't know what the Black Students Union is, so I just talk that talk. See what I'm saying? Because I taught. I would do it in class, but outside, I was the same person. So, the thing that I'm saying, and this is the real deal, is that we got knowledge in ourselves and we don't use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. You should see how many brothers came to my class that I know in this nation, that known in this nation, got up in my class, and when they left, I was copying them on 20. Because of the fact that they don't use their code lessons and boom, they went left when it was supposed to go right. I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying they need to renew their history. Everybody should have 120 at home or in your head when you go over it. Or sit down and write them all down. That's what we had to do. It wasn't here go copy 128 and sit and write this thing. Now go home. When I see you again, you better know something. Because this is not a joke. This nation was given to us by Allah. And they tried to change it. They tried to say, no, he wasn't. And as clear as it is, if I hear somebody say clear as 13, I know that truthfully, they didn't understand why he went through all the trials and tribulations to come out of our life. Because after he did it, he invited himself to Matterhorn. We had to go up to Matterhorn to visit him. We was visiting him. I walked in there, I'm the son of Almighty God of Allah. So I walked in there and said, peace, son. I said, oh, because that's how we think. Oh, man, that's what come in your head. Oh, man, when I sat down at that table, when he got through with me, I said, boy, God's God. And I asked him, I said, Lord, brothers outside are saying we fathers. And he said, son, you are the father, saying we poor father, bread bread. I didn't understand it until he said it. Because of the fact that we were saying we the son of Almighty God Allah so much, and when a brother said first I knew as blood brothers, right? Then I knew it was the nation of Islam. We were the true nation of Islam. Because Muhammad's nation was not called the nation of Islam. It was called Muhammad speak in the nation of Islam. That was Muslim. And see what I'm saying? I went through all these changes. And then when I went and saw the father, he said, no, son, you are father. And you know what? Everybody want to talk about it before. When you tell others about what you went through with the father, how he made you feel inside, it wasn't he would pick you out. He would say to the whole generation who was there, and you would feel like you was a part of it. You felt like you did something wrong, or you felt like you was guilty. Damn, man, I didn't do that. But why I feel this stress on me? Because that's what he did. And a lot of brothers really don't understand how we can't make them feel that way because of the fact that we older. And they got it in their mind that they're lost God. But they really don't understand how he touched the nation when he was here. They really don't understand it. I'm a gang member. Now what makes me leave my gang to come over and say I'm in the nation? And I'm not talking about one gang, I'm talking about a bunch of gangs. And time he left, so enough brothers start getting in. And that project over there, they say they got there 100 different gangs. And the reason why, because Butch and Cody is known as a gang because they grew up together. And then you got the Bloods and the Crips, but you got the Flower Boys, and you got the gun-taking jokers, and you got the Be the Thieves, and you got this and that. All because they don't understand what knowledge is self. A lot of us went through a lot of change, trials, and tribulations before we came into the knowledge of self. I would have been a thief. I would have been a whole lot of stuff. But I got knowledge in myself. And a lot of brothers don't know when you come in, you got to take them devils off your plan. You got to take them out. It's not envy, jealous, all that stuff. You got to take the four devils out of you. So that you can say, I can understand. And then I'm not 100% righteous. 5% is between 85 and 90% righteous. So the thing about it is, we got knowledge of self, we say we are part of the nation, but we don't have nobody else to bring in here to show that we got family, we got friends, we got associates. Even my class, I had a brother told me because you gave him 120 lessons, now you come back to say you taught. No. In my classroom, I tell them I'm just like a professor. I'm an educator. I'm not your life. You ain't my seed. You came here for lessons, and I'm giving it to you. All that possession is not necessary if you guide them in the right direction, because at some time, the baby is going to get out of the womb, grow up, and be independent. And I would think to make somebody independent, not to make them a slave to me or anybody else. Knowledge itself is just that. Knowledge itself. Your book of life, and look at this, in the movies, they bring in the book of life. They bring in all the things that we say, and all the things that we do. Even the rappers say peace. And you walk among brothers and say peace. You gotta understand that our language is universal. And when they find somebody that's universal with it, then they take it upon themselves to say, oh man, you know, bit more. I never knew all of this. And they should know all this because each of us got a story to tell. If you just came into knowledge today, you cannot talk about the father had 9 lords and this and that because you was taught that. But what made you come into the knowledge itself is more important. What made you hear something that's important? Because you wasn't there when we was there. And you hear a lot of people talk about the father said this. They don't know him as the father. They don't know him as the father. So they shouldn't even be using that as an excuse. Yeah, man, the father taught us this. No, the brother who taught you told you that you can't be doing this because he got taught by the father. It never comes down. Find somebody 30 talk about the father said this and the father said that. My question is, who'd you learn it from? Who taught you? Oh, I got taught about, okay, so now somebody told you what the father taught. And y'all gotta understand this, man. The greatest thing is to look in the mirror and see that you are who you are. That's where the God come out. You can't fly, you can't levitate, you can't do magic, but you can open up your mouth and you can teach. And that's our blessing, that we learn how to teach. Please.
This is 2014. Plan on doing tell us who and what is God. This ain't no bribery. This ain't no praying for me. So like the brother said, you don't come here, you know what I'm saying, to give an eulogy of ourselves. You know what I mean? And you see where we sound like we're the priests. You know what I mean? Sometimes brothers get caught up in just an idea of what a man says before fully understanding where it's coming from. You know what I mean? When we come here to give information to brothers that don't have that information, that they can take it home and do something with it. That's what I come here. That's why I bring my babies. Now my babies so old was compensated while the God was building. You understand? Now, I answer them back. He jumped on me. Listen, if a baby asks you a question, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, you can tell them to be quiet. You know what I mean? You're at a parliament. You understand what I'm saying? The brother's building. You understand? But a baby gonna do what? What he wanted to do. That's why they what? The best part. Right? Exactly. So to chastise me for what my baby says, that means you have something that you need to talk to me about. And me as a man, I'm open for suggestions. You have something you want to say to me, I'm your brother. And that's what you constantly tell me that I am. And why we can't sit down and go to the side and find out where our disagreements are. When I say this, I'm talking to anybody who got a problem with God. You got a problem with your brother, you got a problem with yourself. Check yourself out. Check yourself out. Look into yourself. Because if you don't see yourself in your brother, something is wrong. Right away, I know you're not studying the right lessons. You're not teaching the right lessons. Anytime you individualize yourself and separate yourself from your brother, you don't know your brother. You don't know your brother. Because if you know God, then you know yourself. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. That's why I started with the work. That's why I did it. When I got up this morning, I said, hey, Mr. Free. When I see this people that Mr. Free, I said, he's shot. And I said, all my brothers, through me. What's the problem? As long as nitpicking the problem. Brothers come in here, man, you know they address brothers that they didn't see for months. That's not that they're trying to be disrespectful to the speaker. If the speaker was paying attention to what he was saying, he would have listened. You know what I mean? So it's sound traveling, but we understand that respect is given and it's required and it's due. I'm really good at this. I told you, brother, I'm not going to fuss with you. I mean, I'm not asking anything to this parliament, you know. Hey, man, what's going on? You know what I mean? Because I ain't disrespectful to no brother. Any brother that know me, I am not a disrespectful brother. Now, if you come at me on the left side of your face, I'm going to come on the right and the left. You know what I mean? Because Allah didn't raise no what? Cross. And for a brother to sit up here and say that if a brother say something about what Allah said, that you were not there, okay, that's all well and good, but you were. And you told me you was there, so wasn't it so? Does not the Father see the Son? What's the difference between the Father and the Son? You teach a separation right there. Okay, I didn't hear what he said, but you did. You told me. And I value your words. I told somebody else that I know. Where's your love? I said that the last time everybody was talking about what the Father did, what you do. Where your love? How you build with your intelligence that you say you possess. Mr. Greater Mind or the Great Mind. I mean, let's get up here. Let's not get up here to deal with each other, man. It ain't about that, man. You state love out of one side of your mouth, and you teach hate on the other side. That's a contradiction. There's a lot of us. I'm not going to separate me. A lot of us has that thing. When we get up here and say one thing, but then we check them out. You know what I mean? Against that which he say he about. Come on, man. I mean, how many times your brother got to get up here and say the same song before you get the meaning, or you understand what the song was about? I mean, it's been played over and over and over and over and over again. I'm not because they sound good. I deal with them because they're a reality. I deal with them because I know that these lessons can save my life. We have a problem that's so great that we have to address it. And they have a all-out attack on us, on our babies. This is the thing that we need to come and try to address. How we want to sit here and prepare our babies so if they have to be confronted with these individuals who have this hate for them, what they're going to do. Like my son was asking me today. He's like, yeah, I went to school and I told the teacher, there ain't no Santa Claus. And you know what they told me? They tried to make him up because he's the only individual in the environment that's taught that kind of thing. These are the things that we have to address. We got bigger things that we got to deal with instead of dealing with these small cycles. That's what I call them small cycles. That has no significance on what's going on. It ain't building nothing. All it's doing is destroying. That's all it's doing. It is not adding on to nothing. You don't see nothing wrong from half of the things you talk. Nothing. So that means you have a problem. That means you have to go back and check yourself. That means you got to go and see what's going on and see how much love you actually have for this. Because a lot of us refuse to say, yeah, I love this. I give all I have all within my power. You see this day which I'm waiting for. But when you look at the reality of it, if everybody was giving all they had and all within their power, we would have much more than what we got. Even though the nation is growing every day. What we want to go in the right direction, not in the wrong direction. Because it's easy to live wrong. It's easy to get out here and tell lies. It's easy to cause people to fight and kill amongst themselves. The duty of the civilized is hard because he got to get out there and tell the people that he is that which they search for but could not find. Because they search for that which does not exist.
Right.
So when you search for something that does not exist, what do you find? Illusions, a world of nothing. An imaginary world. A lot of us got to come out of that bubble. A lot of us still in the bubble. Got all this knowledge, but don't understand it. Okay, you got 120 degrees. That's paper knowledge. But how much understanding can you apply to your 120? How much of that comes out of you? Because that's how you show and prove that you God. Not just through words, but through your actions. Because that's what manifests your creed. You can talk all day, but your righteousness ain't coming out of you. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Now you need to check. You know what I mean? You need to check. And if you don't check it, there are brothers who will check it for you. And that is not a physical threat. It's a mental threat. You understand what I'm saying? For those who don't understand where they're coming from, they don't understand the explosive that I'm dealing with right now. I'm going to what?
Oh, man.
I mean, but I'm coming in the midst and one of them swiftly changing the midst.
Okay, good.
You don't know when I'm coming to hold on. When I still in heaven. I mean, we got to understand that, man. I love this, man. I got this when I was 14 years old, man. I just turned 55 in October. You understand what I'm saying? And the love that I have for this, see, I bring my babies every time. I don't agree with everything I hear, but I bring it. I bring it. And they're going to be babies. That's all I'm saying. Any brother. My babies speak while you're speaking. There's no disrespect to the brothers speaking. They're just being kids. They're just being fed. And we civilized to understand this. We know how to look over that. We're not going to chest out or why you talking. If my kid asks me a question, I ain't supposed to say nothing to him. Why? I was constantly telling him, brother talk. When he chose to do what he wanted to do, he's going to continue on talking. So what I do, shut up, man. I don't do that. I take him outside and I build with him. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we do, man. It's like right now. I ain't get a feeling your brother came on Facebook, brother. You know what I mean? We got to stop getting on these little curse words. You know, the situations that we go on. Well, brother need to speak to me. It ain't really supreme. Let's build, man. Let's make things happen. Let's stop talking about it, man. Let's create things for our kids, man. You know what I mean? That's what I say every time I come here, man. I'm so scared about it. We got entities over here that we're not even using. We talk about total affairs. It's just a planet Earth, man. This thing we go to all the find all the reality. We can't come together, man. that? Or you gonna keep on sitting there and wait for this to go? Because if you keep on doing that, then you're gonna keep on finding yourself tracing that into the other twist. Until you go through the knowledge of that cycle and go on back to the knowledge and see who the original man is, then you ain't gonna never know who God is. Like I said, this is God in church. We have respect for yourself. You don't get up here and talk 5 to 6 hours. Other brothers got things to say to them. Ain't nothing I'm saying no more important than what you got to say. Have respect. That's the number one thing that we lack. I like hearing myself, but if I want to talk a long time, I can go outside and talk to myself. Kind of talk, okay? I'm going to give respect where it's due. I'm going to let the next brother speak on that note. Peace.
My name is God Rasheim. Actually, I'm 22. I'm going to give you a little brief history. Quickly, when I first got to knowledge, right, after being woken up, I came to extremely recognize the importance of that. After being shown the importance of knowing my lessons, right, definitely, like most gods, passionate about speaking. I'm passionate now. The difference then and now was that when I spoke, I lacked a lot of understanding. Understanding means to see. I'm an intelligent man. You know what I mean? I was influenced by my brothers. I woke up and I was steady in my heart. I wanted this, but there was a lot of education that needed. One of the education was when God speaks, it's what attracted me. Got some of my brothers looking at now. My older brother that walked with God. I concur with my brother Prince. In fact, there is the reason why there is no Allah passing away because Allah, I see him through his sons. But absolutely, he knew what he was doing. And he told his sons told us. And the same eagerness that they had, so did I. However, I need to understand that when God speaks, not talks, that people who are listening to him should be able to extrapolate life and something out of what he's saying here. Like, don't speak to me idly. You can go. When you open your mouth, every word that's perceived out there love should be right and exact. When I first got to knowledge, ran around churches, mosques, schools, even when I was told not to tell the teacher, like the God was saying, he told, don't tell them about Christopher Columbus didn't discover America, because they didn't get education. You couldn't tell them that. You bombed it left and right. Christopher Columbus was the devil, he was born in Genoa, he didn't do so and so, he had the original man. All right, but another thing I didn't understand also, it's supreme mathematics. These are the keys to unlock the door to the lessons, to the mysteries of life. As I'm speaking to them, I'm not even seeing that they don't understand me. So I'm losing them too. And my duty is to make sure that the people are woken up. But one of the things that's prerequisite and being effective is to have education. Make no mistake about that. First of all, I just knew that when I had much money, which was an ample enough foundation, but there were other things that was required of me to have. Because as I started reading these lessons, I started seeing, again, the show and proof that my knowledge of building as the duty of a civilized person, I first had to know the meaning. Then I had to know what the duty means. And the duty means you are actually put into activation those things that are waking the dead up. Right? So there was in the course for many years. I was speaking. But I needed to go to school. But the Lord taught that, and the Son taught me that. Go to school, man, don't play games here. I say that constantly. That's why I understand what he means. I'm not overthrowing nothing. Allah is and always will be a solution there. You know, you get here, so you gotta pay rent. You gotta go to school. You gotta be marketable. I'm telling you, the right man's education. You was woken up already. How are you going to effectively communicate if your linguistic or colloquialism is just limited to your what's going to change with power? table with people. But you couldn't tell me that though when I was young. If you telling me, I ain't gonna point no fingers. I ran around here like most people. And I'm passionate just like now. I got to keep looking at this clock because let me say this to you. Make no mistake. I know Prince did too. When you in tune with your lesson and you up here, yeah, no doubt about that. You want to go. We're not on the clock, but again, we have to be mindful because you're passionate about what you want to say. You know, you even though you got to meet with the next man, you want to mind a little bit more time. But again, another thing I have to learn: if my brother is up here and he's saying what it is that I was getting ready to say, that I don't need to be done. My brother said it for me. Hey, piece of that. Right? Because you ain't trying to drown people. Not everybody in here is actually necessarily an active member of our nation. People are here for the first time. This is a very powerful forum we have. You know, because people are coming here, let me hear what they're saying. You know, so as years went on, man, I understood the importance of, again, understanding the cycle, making these lessons walk and what taught. How do you do that? I had to learn later on in life, man, well, you need to have some things marketable. Because what are you going to tangibly bring to the people? Food, clothing, and shelter. You said that, I said that constantly. But how you going to let this feed your family or feed this nation? This is somebody else's sign. I don't know if God will get a bit later on and talk about that. But from a national perspective, no doubt. This is why, and I'm going to ask you and always building. Some of my brothers who passed away and some of my brothers who are still here, I take notes from their pains. Some of these older guys, you don't hardly, and I understand that at first. I'm hardly hearing him speak as much as he did before. I don't need to. My brother speaks for itself. Oh, I'm nice with it. Some brothers, like our brother Dumont, he made his business to be here. It might be so. Some brothers right in this audience. And I keep telling you, man, to pay attention to each other's mind. A powerful brothers. But as much is given, as much is required. Because I see many cycles also, in my time coming up, where brothers sounded good until they were told this very simple thing. Okay, please God, where is your work? And by that, something tangibly I can see and hold on to. You don't have it? Then you spoke in vain. Huh? Get the business and foundation and with the business bones and stuff. And then, yeah, when you finish, yeah, where's your work? You've been saying that for like 10 years now. Where's your woman? Where's your universe? Yeah. Where's your family? What are you doing in the community? These things are important. So when we come here as a nation, again, it's about righteous social equality. And I will constantly say that, man, we need to connect with one another. There's no me moving on with nobody. I don't know you. The manifestation of knowledge means to know. Let me get to know my brothers. But that's important. What are you bringing to the table? You know, as a citizen of this nation. I agree with you, God, man, but not just again, and let me conclude on this note, that again, the Parliament, say this, and most of my spiel, and most of my ability to say this, is, from my understanding, the righteous legislative body of men and women who've come together to not only enact laws, but to impart information that will then empower us. So you need to have that. So you gonna get up here and tell me about understanding the cycle, and understanding the cycle is take me in the order of this day and show me, man, how I can physically see and make it walk and talk, or just sit down and take notes. Yeah. Tell me about it. You tell me about the goal. Because right in this cycle, unfortunately, you have people who will tell you you receive more knowledge from me, which is corrupt, that you can't accumulate. And if people get caught up in that cycle, they never ask, well, did you receive more gold? No, because these trades disappeared once the Olympic came. But we here, man, and we will continue to be here in and doing what we need to do. The principles, the root, knowing your lessons, quoting them, but more importantly, the application, the best part, the understanding, because we need to see how the knowledge and wisdom is then being applied. So the question comes to mind, then what do you bring to the table? Whatever it is, nationally for our nation. Again, I have the knowledge of self. I'm gonna say this, man, I give a check on me, I got point fingers. I'm quick. Oh yeah, look at this dude. Who is he? What's that? Knowledge of self means that I'm no longer in the grave of the dead. That I have morals and values in the table. That I want for my brother, that I want for myself. Got time to sit up here barking about what you're not doing. Well, I'm a clean glass, and from that you'll be able to judge the dirty. Yeah, you will. So I'm not going to waste your time with that. Let me get up here because it's a form of teaching, and I will repetitively, and I will constantly say that. Why? Because you need to come back to the root of that. See? Because when you speak to what is being taught, and what it is that we are actively doing, then we ain't got to waste time with that. We waste no more time with that, man. In fact, also to lead. In fact, let me say this to you. People worry about the numbers. Yes, I stand in the moment, and I would like to see that too. But sometimes, man, I'm grateful with the beauty of what's presently here. Why? Because some people mean it's no good. Stay where you are, man. Stay where you are, man. That's what that is, man. You know, in fact, here's the dude. Let me say this to get into the clue. And I'm gonna do this next round. So here's the homework. Right? I'm gonna make sure I bring some people here that don't have the knowledge. Let me do that. Let me bring some people who don't have it. And I encourage other people to do the same. And I see it done. Like again, I'm an amp pupil, so I look this brother here. Him and others, they go earthly jewel. They ain't talking about they about these children. This is why they work speak for them. This is why on the low they don't even know how to say behind their back. That's my sister, that's my brother. Care about you now. Now look, they work. They work. Where's yours? You want to throw rock, huh? Where's yours? I'm getting heated now. You know what I mean? Let me bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, yeah, because I'm saying yeah, you know, because when someone has work, somebody just said it here, evidence. Oh, I thought that was reality. When you're, because that's what it's decided. But when you see, it is evident what I'm doing. Shop home, you brother. If I just got to open the door to the school, if I'm making the yard, whatever I'm doing nationally, then that's what's needed. Then. And that's what I'm coming back to do that. What is needed? What you need me to do, God? Please, what you need. See? Because when you build for the building, one more time, man, you destroy your seed. No doubt about that. And that's why I'm going back to my bill, not to get changing. When I say about the older brothers, they stopped speaking because I did that. I did that. You know, like sound travels and, you know, your words historically will always have an impression upon people. People will always remember what you did because your words extrapolated life and took people out of the grave. And to this day, people remember. More importantly, I've seen from them, here's my work. Here's my degree. Here's how I'm marketable. Here's what I can bring to the table. This is what I'm doing. See, that's important. See, but when you have the knowledge, so the first thing to do, let me work on me first. Let me understand, man, you know, positive and righteous traits and attributes. See, I don't have to name the attribute of God, Allah, is to be the Most High God, born supreme. Which means, man, how we used to come to something so infinitesimal and minuscule and trivial as arguing about your brother. And you great God. Like most of my brothers are, they sisters. Right? The attribute, the quality that you manifest in the name that you bear. The family name is Allah. Allah, He, Allah, all. You know, with that, man, listen, man, take these lessons. Make them applicable in the physical manifestation. I will always say that because that's important, the root, the foundation. But let me say this to you, and I keep saying this to you. How you root out foolishness is you keep building. And something real simple. My older brother said, man, when they ask, some people ask the law about when they the God, right? It's somebody that's mystery God. But back to the lessons. He said, well, who was the original man? Who was the question that asked you to be descriptive of a person? So of course, when you ask me, people may who, and not to disparage nobody that has a religion, or be the true and living God. Right? He said, okay, man, if I'm not God, then who is? So he got to talk about what God is, when God is, why God. And that's to be descriptive. Why could you not describe the power of that being? He did. And he showed the manifestation of who he is and what he will be. You know, with simplicity, coming back to the root of this here and these lessons. That's important, God, man. Know your family, God. Don't allow nobody, when somebody come to you trying to stick in, like the business build, destroy, agree about somebody they don't like. This is what you ask them. This how you question. This how you know where they stand in the business. You talking about God? All right, let's go. I got his number. This is called. Here you go. That's my brother. I may have a problem with the rest of my brother. I'm going to come to him first. See, because when you do that, you suspect. And he's a builder. And even somebody who don't know, let me explain something to you, man. The knowledge of self, if you talk about development, this ain't no magic wand, like you get over the night, you click, and it do great. I went through hills and mountains. This very same science that I'm telling you about, I really knew. See, you're talking about looking at mathematics. I got some brothers in here that was here with me about the non-born degree. If it's simple like if, which means something that's not absolute, does not perform to do what must be done. And I got tired of, the unmanageability of that. And the pain outweighs the pleasure of living that life. That's when you come on back home with my family and start living out the signs, living out the back. And I'm just quoting this for a minute. See, because you ain't gonna miss it out with chance of this. That'll cause your own demise, and it did. Because every time they did, lock in! I said, I got tired of that because I'm not an animal. So let me stop playing the riding mathematics and do what my brothers are doing down here. To stay out here, man. Inhale, exhale, this beat. That's important. So let me say this to you. So although we have no leader, we have leadership. I follow the leadership and the example and the principles of those that's doing the right thing. I follow. Because in order to be an effective leader, I gotta do that. They gave me the knowledge, I got the knowledge many moons ago. I didn't just run back. I had to follow the example. I'm not following my personality. I follow the example and truth in which my folks taught. Sometimes I didn't, and that's what means great. But that's okay. But it took time. This is why in this day and time now, with some gray hairs that I have, I understand the importance of that. Wisdom means, I got your name on. Wisdom is the way. But wisdom also is the wise word was the life, but the wise man or woman live. So the trials, the hills, and mountains that you went through in your life. See, the signs of living mathematics. Doesn't mean you gotta go through, you got to embrace that. You're gonna go through it, but you're gonna come out right because you're gonna use righteousness. No doubt about that, man. But again, what makes you wise is your experience in life and how you apply. This is how I understand also. See, I'm not worried about this, although it's important. Tell us how the devil's made. Do that one too. But my thing is, tell us how a law-born God. See? How a law-born God. Because he independently came into realization that he made arm head and born this nation. And this son is continuing to keep doing that. And born means to be complete. And complete means not like you know necessarily part, but then your focus is government. And this is continuing to go on. And that's important. That we continue to do that. Yeah, I'll fight for the legacy and I'll fight for the principles and the foundation. But the root of the foundation, let me get me right. I have knowledge of me. What's that mean? You beating your chest. Do you respect these women out here? You talk about you respect her. What are you saying to 85% women out there you see? Your marvelous pie. No, man. Peace queen. That's right. Remember, you was in the grave too. Right? But what kind of matter say? Why the devil's on the best part of the planet Earth? The earth belongs to the original man. So knowing this is knowledge, you having such, you're going to make sure that the worst part was to settle for her. The part you take, this is my room. Yeah. Forget those principles. He's going to say, now talk to her God. He said, I was talking to her God. We ain't gonna much right, but you still got, I mean, you know, on his family, people are going, and he's, you know, with all that, people are, so what's going to do that, man? You're not a God. This is going to do it. Why is that? Because it's more respect. That's what that is, respect. Now, you got some earth that'll give it to you, too, now. See, they recognize God. If God is strong, they gonna be strong. Yeah? They ain't got to be in. Get out of my face. How about that? Matter what's the day now? Look at my boss. Stay right there. Hey, yeah, but more is the value, and that's important. You know what I mean? In the moment, and when you start to do that, man, you don't worry about what the God principle saying, no pettiness, man. It is what it is. You don't worry about that, man, because we have a greater mission to accomplish. There's some gods that are going to talk about the goal and the aim, because we need that. Some people misconstrue the goal with the duty. My duty is to teach. But what is the national goal? That's the question today. Later on, someone will go into that. And that's a very powerful and profound statement. What's your goal? I ain't talking about what you're doing in Mecca and Medina. What's the national goal? Huh? How are all of us going to eat? There's your bank. Huh? See, so in order to have such a profound impact, we definitely need to come together. Which is why my brother Dumar, again, said we do humanity. Because we got multiple skills right here. See? But if I'm north, east, west, and south, I'm good. Okay? God's good. That's good, dog. But how are we nationally good? Nationally. That's what I mean. Yes, you get God. I watch you go from now to born and from born back. And great God, I got you. But how do we nationally, man, address our concerns? Say what you want about my thing, about we don't need to do it, man. And that's one of my aims too, to push that and to push like us coming together with the purpose of what do you need? We will never have to go outside. Just this room alone, guys. You ain't got to go outside and want for nothing because it's right here, God. We spent last week, we spent last week $9.1 billion just quiet. These reports, 17 million plus the 2 million in there. But now we ain't talking about the 4 billion, 400 million. But you spent $9.1 billion just on Black Friday. Just on Black Friday. People with food stamps, people that, you know, that's, you know, politically disenfranchised, economically, and we spent that type of money. Some of us did too. However, just about imagine you pull that resource together, stop overnight, God, you stop money. But again, what prevents that sometimes, God, is, see, the knowing when you break bread with your brother. Two, your peace, God, where you from, man? What you doing? Let's big come to the table. I got time for that, man, because wisdom is the way. Meaning, you may have to go this way, I don't have to go that way, as long as our goal is the same point, as long as we're traveling. Some people are not going to be the best teachers. Some people I know do security. We have educators. We have all kinds of sciences here. Whatever I'm qualified to do. But we need to come together and do that. Why would you not want to come together with your family? And especially now, and we're in dire straits. You definitely need to come. Now, this ain't 1964, but even though it was crazy then, but the cost of living was like ridiculous. The train might have been 10 cents, bread might have been 25. Now, give me a break. Get on a train, we need $3. So these things are important, guys, to us. And we definitely need to, the question should be, not so much, because the Yahoo did his thing. He's there. He a bad dude, that was why God see you born. Because in this day and time, I still got you talking about how I make the devil when you were born some righteousness. I'm going to do me. I I walk and get my people. Do you walk and get yours? That's the question. See, the Lord did that. That's why we're here. See, I'm not going to bear no testament against. I'm bearing testament with. But if we're saying that if we have a goal, then you absolutely need to come together. Just my individual success alone doesn't suffice. We need to do this together. Right? We got people in the nation. I need to eat. I need clothes. Where do you go? Cut them checks. It's day back from that. Come home. Who nationally do you see for that? Right? Other than that, go see the man on welfare. Farewell. That's the old saying, that one. I need some clothes. I might need a jacket, coat off my back. What we nationally? How do we do that? Where's your buses? Where's your transportation? You're a nation. A group of people that's recognized as an entity by virtue of your linguistic and your historical beliefs. This is what you need to do. This is what God did. He showed the food. He created a pyramid. He's saying, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, this one is real deep. If you ain't heard nothing else, and I beg you to listen to this one. Listen. He came and saw the need, right, of education. Then got to school. Then, after that was done, check out what he told us. If you want to see me, what do you have to do? Come together. That's simple. You want to see me, see the work, to continue, just come together. Simple. You ain't got to come and get all that, look, chain and all that. You know, not do all that. Just come together. Just come together. What am I playing? That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? Okay, God. And God, listen, something as simple as, and no such thing as a dumb question. Hey, God, I may not know. See? You know, the prophet X, Y, Z say, a man who proclaims to have knowledge of that which he has not is a troublemaker among himself and uses fiction to solve a realistic situation. So if I don't know, let me ask my, hey God, I don't know, where can I get in there? Where can I get in there? Okay, God, get in over here. What can you do? But as long as the eagerness is there, that's very important. You know, I want to say that I came, the root was me speaking about how I got it. Yeah, I did, got the knowledge, the wisdom, spoke. I thought that's all it did. Why you put 120 for last degree and the social back in Pluto being 50 miles away from the sun. That's what I was saying. I'm great. I said, no more to be said. Choose my life. Okay, that's good. That's a starting point. But nowhere near. That's the tip of the iceberg. Now you got to apply it. This is what we're talking about now. So I have to go through some hills and mountains like a lot of us do. But more importantly, God, the goal of GUAL is being national. Make no mistake about that. With that, I would say, DC, you love you, man. Thank
I understand that God's cycle is the cloud. I don't do it because I do it all. That's what I'm going to speak about. Me.
Hey, yo, long mouth now.
The Lord says, son, you want me? Like Lord shot. Just said, you want me to come together. For the reason why we can't come together. So if you think that I'm sitting at home, not me. I brought 6 babies to the rally today. I have my own nonprofit organization called Man, Woman, and Child. Father Divine, and you know that Hakeem, Allah, is my vice president. I'm getting ready to take the babies right after New Year to the Basketball Hall of Fame. All those that are doing good in school and their behavior, they must give me a copy of their report card. I demand it, or you go nowhere with me till your parents say. The reason why that things are going on today in here at this rally because a lot of what I have knowledge is that a whole lot of brothers' mind is taken from other brothers. If you cannot think on your own, my man, you are dead. You are in trouble. God said, save the baby, son. Go out there and save them babies. Teach them who they are and make them greater than thee. Are you doing it? You gotta ask yourself that. Are you doing it? Why are these seats empty? How many babies did you bring today? I ain't talking about your own. How many did you bring? You come in here every month. I'm watching you. Because I know you're watching me. I know you're watching me. 18 between the 1 and 40. What's the deal of a civilized person? To teach civilization, the righteousness, the knowledge of himself, the signs of everything in life. Which is love, peace, and happiness. The signs of everything in life ain't love, peace, and happiness. The signs of everything in life is teaching up 6 with the family. That means the name of this game is, my man, is teaching. I'm 60 years old. Allah had the first one, but there was baby. There was baby. They're grown men now. They're grown men now. So what are you doing in your community? I got over 400 children in my youth group. All 5 girls. I make it my business to make house calls. I make house calls. And I go to their school. So this way here, they cannot tell me anything. I'm a basketball coach. And I specialize in defense when I play the game. Well, my mind is defensive mind. You can't get past me. Which is why a lie smells like a pork chop. The only way that my words don't touch their mind, son, is that they still eating the wrong kind of food. And I look at it. He says, son, I won't even walk across the street. And I see a whole lot of brothers hanging out with them. This is firstborn Sincere told me. Firstborn Saheem told me. Firstborn Rafi told me. I had the cousin to be firstborn Messiah. Before he passed away, went back home. Brothers who walked with every day for years and years and years. The brother go home. What about his baby? You don't even give a damn about it. You don't even give a damn about it. You walk with this man. These are your nieces, these are our nieces and nephews. And you act like you don't even know them. That's my great niece. That's my great niece. I got other children. That's what I do in my community. I'm a helper. The only thing that you got to do it now. You'll see who's doing what. Anytime you get me something, there's a lot of fear there too. There's a whole lot of fear in here. In our nation. He says, son, the only one that can deal with the unrighteous is the righteous. Tells you to shame that devil inside you. And I do that in Jesus' name. And how you live out law, bring that man, teach it, man. You want to get up there and say something? Come on, She's a woman. She ain't afraid. Good job. Come on. All last night, all this morning, this is what it's about, man. This is what I do. This is what I do. You walk with me, you better know what I say. You can't cheat if you don't know God. You might as well go someplace else. There's a whole lot of brothers in here that's doing great things. Our fails to realize that we got to come together. I had sit down on the organization 8.5 years, man. And I'm gonna make it born. I'm gonna make it born. I've been retired from New York City House for 11 years. I told myself, now, what you gonna do? I'm not staying in no house watching no man fall war. I'm gonna create a program for the ladies. A non-profit organization licensed by the New York State. This ain't no joke. This is real talk here, man. We cannot lose no more time, man. Look at all these NPCs. I was called powerful. When you come to the rally, bring somebody with you. That's what I was taught. I get the babies from in my building, upstairs, downstairs, around the corners, up around the corner, one side of the project, other side of the project, and I gather them together. I'm trying to take about 3 or 4 buses to the National Black Basketball Hall of Fame. Right after New Year's, I wait for these job holidays to catch up. This is what it's about, y'all. Allah said that having knowledge of self wakes up the dead. I can never to do yourself as a person, man. You know, you talk it, you quote it, but you don't live it. This is what it's about. brothers that was around Allah, he said, after equality God, the world was buried to my son. After equality God, after 1967, the world must bear witness to my son. I will say this to you. One man do not run this nation. Or a group of men don't run this nation. You are not my Allah, my man. Let me say that again. You are not my Allah. I walk with the Father. Really? That's what you do with the walk. Where's the magnetic at? Where's your magnetic at? Peace with the magnetic that attracts. Where's that? Where's that? You walk through the, you come here every month with no baby. Man, come on. That ain't going. That's what's happening. That ain't what's happening. And a lot of brothers got babies. I know. And they got grandchildren. Where they at? Where they at? You come in here every month with no baby. And I know you got baby. And I know you got grandchildren. Because I know you. Just like you know me. So what's happening? Keep playing with yourself. Only a strong and willing survive. I deal with the children 365 days out of the year. Winter, spring, summer, fall. All 4 seasons, all 12 months. This is where my time goes. First, I take care of myself, and then I deal with children. Man, woman, child, that's my baby. I created that. That comes from my mind. I got my Benjamin class for the God of the earth. Teaching them supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet. One side of the board, the other side of the board, pull out your homework. What we expect of them, the same thing that we expect from them is the same thing that they expect from us. Allah and the babies is one. Now that y'all haven't figured it out yet, I'll say it again. Allah and the baby are the same. That's why he said go out there and teach them who they are. This is what it's about. So if you got any type of positive ideas, you got to bring them to the table, man. Brothers jealous of one another, that's a jealous. Powerful housing behind the baby. That's a jealous. Tell me my food. Powerful housing behind the baby. So Allah was hiding there. Allah was hiding behind the baby. Baby doing this supreme mathematics. Really? So what, I'm just playing games over here? You gotta get these clowns out of here, man. Before first born said went home. He was outside talking. He said, now there's a nation within a nation of some crooks. That's what they call clown. That's what I call them. Retard. And we gotta get them out. And he said, only what the righteous can do. He said, powerful, we the one that allowed it to happen. You got the power to bring it back. And I don't ask for no help. I'm not going to do it. Because I can't trust them. I don't trust them. I got a trust factor. I've always said it's on the table. They got me on the table. I have a trust factor. Bunch of liars in here. That's the deal. There's no such thing as no black belt. Who the hell is y'all? See, these are clowns. They get these young Because I make it my business. You see who love Allah. Because the ones that love Allah is doing what he said to do. My job ain't different from y'all. We got the same job, God. We got the same job. She's the baby. The first thing a man must do is study himself. You want to be swift all of his head, man. You ain't building nothing. I'm trying to get that gym right across the street over here. Me and Najee. All the time. I'm trying to get that gym. If I get that gym, I'll go there. I'm in the game. I go all over. So God is universal. That earth belongs to who? Belongs to me. I just don't be in one spot. I'm a builder. This is what it's about, dog. You see brothers doing wrong. You don't even say nothing. You don't even do nothing. Your man is wrong. Your brother is wrong. Really? Really? I'm the first one. I remember what Sincere told me. He said, Powerful, if you see me doing wrong, God, he said, come down on me like a builder. But don't leave me there, God. If you love me, bring me back up. If you can't deal with the brother, if the brother is shaking, he is no good. 32. I ain't never put my hands on a brother in here. I had down for 37 years. I ain't never put my hands on a brother. And I never will, because I don't have to. I mean, put your hands on me, I put my hands on you. He said, some deal with the mind. The first one that throws the blow is one that's wrong. Put your hands on brother like they're your children. Another grown man. Ain't that something? What do you think you are? Allah didn't do that. Allah didn't do that. Stealing the money. Been stealing money from us for years. Look at that school. Allah didn't leave that like that. Nobody want to speak about it? I don't be whispering. Whisper. He said, when I whisper in one's ear, I get on the rooftop, son, and I yell it out. I'm the same way. Because I don't have no fear. I don't care who's in the room with me. He said, son, you're retarded. Dealing with this now. Right up by now. That's who I am. That's my character. I talk and talk and I walk and walk. I love that. So we love doing something.
So I was told, I just know I was. And my God said to me, I'm not understand years old.
He's
It
gone.
took me a while to understand how to become a disciple. Because I didn't see it when I was younger. I got it before with my brother. That was when I was about to get old. I didn't understand what it was. Right today is a great service out here. I see all this day. But I was doing for more I just sat there and but as people every day, well, I heard we need to get programs again. And if we're doing it, we know you want before you want. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate it. Everyone that want to show me. That's why I was going to tell you, but I got a lot of stuff. I went out to God and earth. They assist me in the community to get a lot of things done. And it's a great deal. So these rallies, not just to bring your babies here. See, God said bring your babies here. You just want to bring your babies here. You don't have anything to do. Because then they will sit here and they will get bored. But they don't have anything to do by their mind. Have to keep the baby preoccupied. So when you bring up, have some complaining for them as well. But if you go with the God and the baby and things that you want to go over, that's when you're supposed to get you because out there tonight, what they need when they come here. So you can tell them all, they can't get all quiet to the rally. We don't want to repeat the purpose anymore. That has to be said. Yes, they don't get what they did bad because I still got time for myself. We don't take time for ourselves. We can't do nothing for the whole. And I still got time for myself. And I enjoy what I do. And I want everybody else to know this is not a game. This is real life. You can find yourself. This is not, I've done it. I'm happy with it. I don't want to put the flag out. No. You have to show the proof. You have to build the earth. You have to fear. You can't build it. Because if you are telling the truth, you can come up here and build it. Because the only lie will sit down because you're afraid to say things. You're going to believe or understand you. You have to know who you are. And I know who I am and I love who I am. And with other people think it's okay with me because I'm okay with it. But I love who I am and love being here. This is the place I know. I feel at peace. I feel peace. For everybody from these chairs, I love the order the chair to feel everyone. I don't worry about everyone. They're going to feel themselves. They're coming in now. But as we sit in the seats, we're coming from one common quarter to see you don't bring it to the front court. You don't have to. I know I do. And Victoria's thing. But this card right here can't go away. All these brothers and sisters come around. They come and say, early June, help me. All the guards will come to me and say, can I help you? I well appreciate you. The herbs, too, and I pick up any work. There's no herbs in the world, so I make it free. And that's a short little for me to see there's no herbs here. So, God, you have to black with it. You don't bring them out here and we don't see it and deal with each other and sisters. They're not going to understand why they're here. They're not going to appreciate it. They have to appreciate it. They want you to say what you want. When you bring them amongst the earth, I am the humble. I just sort of said today, for the first time, I want to say peace and love because you have to greet them when they come. You can't act like you're hungry. It's our first rally. It's going to be so comfortable being here at the rally today. You better make sure everyone come over here. They're not going to be here. They're not doing our They
Listen, I forgot something. I got the coupons. And I get like 3 times a day. Dealing with one of our arthritis patients. It started off with Halloween. It ends on New Year's Eve. 2 months. So I'm going to give them out. See me? After you save 15%. 15% that you save. Anything you buy in Model, you go. When you go to Model, you purchase your item, don't pay for it together. Pay for it separately. You see that 15% over and over and over and over again. 5% goes back to my organization. That money, that check that Model gives to me, I put it right in my organization. That's what I'm going to do on the trip. We are going to do. I get the coupon for Macy's too. What's the coupon?
Invited guests, we're here. We welcome you. If you're here for the first time, we welcome you. If you're here from any other organization, our attention is not to frighten you. We want to give you a headache, just to give you a pleasant idea of what mathematics can do for your life. If you accept it in the way that you plan to give it to you in the first place. I'm not going to get up there and talk about what others know or what they actually do. That's not what I'm going to do. Today, mathematics is exciting. And it is my most great knowledge of myself that I want to understand more cycles of the thing. So everything that I heard out here was right in the back. And I'm not going to criticize any man for getting up here or any woman for getting up here and saying what they said because it's right in the back. Now, if you want to deal with a paper, take a look at 4 and 3 is 8, that's wrong. So it's something that's obvious, then I can understand why somebody was having rejection. And then I said, my duty is not to point fingers. My duty is to try to bring all situations together, try to tie it together, try to build some commonality where we can live and talk to one another with some type of dignity and respect. Because that's what we lost in moving our way. We got to learn how to talk to each other with a degree of respect. You may not wholeheartedly agree with the way a man comes to understand how he draws mathematics. But then again, like I said, understand your cycle. Understand his cycle. If you want him to understand yours, keep on basing the cycle. Let me go down real quick. I came here today. Hope is really the greatest person I know that I come up. I'm 55 years of age today. It's out there with a brother who traveled here with a name of my education. Y'all know that's education. The name of the brother named Born Truth, who's in the audience, and Bob Kennedy. I love those brothers because a lot of things I do with the brothers is a true testament to what I'm about to go get into. Now, when I'm ready to conclude, and I'm about to run out of words that I need to talk about, I'm going to stop. Because of the time constraint of other people want to say things, I'm just going to say things in their language, and then we'll go from there. Now, as I said, I'm not pointing fingers, but here's what we must appreciate. Never come up here, and I'm not, we've heard it, never come up here and claim what a person is or is not doing. And I'll tell you why. Because each man or each woman has to find that they love this nation. They have to find something that they are passionate about, something that gets them highly motivated, and something that they actually want to do. Some people haven't realized that yet. So if you are someone that is doing something, keep on doing it. Because that's what you're passionate about. That's what you love to do. So do it. a writer named Chuck Palahniuk who wrote something that says, and I quote, it says, the goal is not, I'm not going to live forever, but the goal is to leave something around that way. See, and if I can leave a little piece of information, a little piece of the fabric, mental thing, mind behind on paper, maybe someone, somewhere, sometime when they least expect it, will wake up and say like that. That's what I'm saying. You know, look, let me fall back. That's what I hope y'all appreciate, that we should attempt to do. Because I don't tell them no, man, or woman what they should do. Ain't no capitalism tenants around here. Y'all on the earth. And yes, the woman is a great part of this nation. Because without her, there is no going forward. Y'all must accept that. You don't like to say, that's just the way it is. We ain't going nowhere without her. And whoever gonna bring me, you can see me out there. Because I put my pants on the same way you do, one at a time. My duty is to make sure that our nation lives in a pleasant, the most pleasant existence that we can possibly have. I mean, yeah, there's time for war, but we are about peace. And you can check this out. I'm not saying that we ain't no problem, but understand this. Any nation that's about peace is damn sure ready to back it up with war. If we have to, but we don't have to do that. So when you see brothers up here or people with all this bravado, I'm not going to call it, I'm just calling it bravado. When you see people up here with all this bravado, that's not to scare you. Okay? They up here because they feel very passionate and they feel very into what they're speaking about. My visitors and my listeners and our agents in the audience and our FBI people in the audience. This is not what we're about. We're not about all of that. And if you're here, I want you to I want you to have the merest inkling of this nation fulfilling and what we want. See, a lot of us, that's saying y'all, I'm saying black people don't have the knowledge of themselves, do not know what this nation wants. This nation wants planetary equality just like everybody else. The same thing that everybody else can out there achieve. We want the same thing. But we're not being heard.
That's the thing they go. That shit work.
And playing around in the treehouse. And running around doing all these different things. So, I don't like him because I don't like her because I mean, you don't have to. And see, here's the thing. You don't have to appreciate this. Language is very, very fun. That's why we're not defined by the English language. We're defined by the language of mathematics. That's what defines us. So, when I say, I don't like somebody to another God or to another earth, that means I really don't understand the language or I don't comprehend the intent of speech. Because if you comprehend language and you understood the intent of speech, you would never say such a thing to somebody that's just like you. You will never do it. And I'm not going to do it. And I refuse to be drugged down into the mud and the dirt and the mire and the rumor mongering and innuendo that continues to go on around us. Because that's not who we are. That's not who we are. Stop stepping on each other and trying to push aside everybody else because you want to bring forth your own existence and your own majesty. That's some of the things that's wrong in here. We so busy to look for the nastiness and the disappreciation of those around us, and we need to look right inside our own head. We should make our own head because the store don't sell large enough for our big head. That's what we should do. Or maybe we might look into that.
Y'all cannot disrespect God when He speaks in the law 363. Y'all getting under attention. That's not going to happen. If y'all go to church that day, turn it off. The law 363. Right up disrespect by all the time. Yeah, God.
Thank you, God. The thing I'm trying to have us appreciate is the time has since come for us not to return to the blind. Read something I wrote called this Bible.
sounds like a little rap line, but it makes a whole lot of sense. And the reason why I like these things is because I have certain examples before me who wrote things and they wanted to leave it behind. If I could solve one of them. You know what I'm saying? He wrote things in the past, and now I understand where he was trying to convey. It wasn't so much for his vanity or glory or anything like that, because he was out in the trenches when I was running around the club. So you can't tell me that this man was better than he was at the time. You know, and this is why I've become the God I become today, because I got many examples of that running around. But the time is now for us to say, listen, man, ain't no more of this. I'm over here and you over here. Y'all gotta get rid of that, man. So that will kill us quicker than you believe. Y'all see what happened to the black man some years ago. Y'all see what happened to Paul, Snake, and all these other black power organizations that was about trying to do something to people. Where are they now? Where are they now? And I'm going to this because this is what I call teaching. This is what we used to do up here a long time ago. Like you see our power back in the day, what happened to that? What happened to that? Now we got people that want to get up here and tell their soul about it. We want, we don't get up here and say, you know what, God? Thank you for coming to the rescue, and thank you for giving me and my earth money to do this month. We didn't have.
Thank you.
Where is that? Where is that? What happened to that? When I came up, brothers they had nowhere to rest. They had to go rest in school. Not saying that wasn't a good thing that your brother was trying to do. When you went to another building, yo, God, I got this extra room up in here. You can fly here, take whatever time you need to one day, and then there it is. And God, I say these things not because I say these things because I love you. And I say these things because I love you. I love myself. And if I love myself, equality means to deal equal with everything. That means what I want from you, I want from y'all as well. This ain't hate speech, this is love speech. This ain't unlikely speech, this is hate-like speech. This ain't devil speech, this is God speech. That's what this is. And if you stop living like the devil, then you won't get treated like God. If you stop living like the 85%, then you won't get treated like God. Those are the facts, man. Those are the facts. We got to get where we supposed to be. There's a song by Kurt Beafield called I'm So Glad I Got My Own Word. For you go back. Okay? We're supposed to be sitting nationally in front of this place to the right. But in saying that, we still got our own because Allah left us with something that will take us on and on and on and on and on. You know, that's what we have to learn to appreciate. Every day you turn to people in this audience, you don't even know their name. You don't know where they're from. You don't know what they do. You don't know what they're about. All it does is a simple turn to your left or your right and say, "Please, my name is so-and-so. Please, my name is this. What's your name? This is my name. What's your name? This is my name. Where are you from? This is where I'm from. Where are you from?" You know the real reason for the question was today got the master. It ain't about seeing no 120. Oh, man, better than the next man. That's why we say what is today is mathematics. What it means is that you simply know the science of today. You don't get your head all wrapped up in this cloud like you some great know of this information better than anybody else. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be a better friend to yourself. Stop beating your head up and getting yourself an headache because you want to intimidate or cause somebody to leave this nigga because you ain't satisfied. If you ain't so satisfied, then leave from amongst us. Leave from amongst us. And I say that with the most humble respect and love. I don't mean to get away from her, but maybe this ain't for you. Maybe this ain't for you. And then once you go out there and see that that was
how one actually builds. Because building oneself, pride, oneself mental, that takes time. It took me a while to figure out what I'm supposed to do up here and to do inside this. And actually, I'm still finding out those things that I knew, that I thought I knew that I didn't know. We have to understand that there's something that God, or earth. You have to say so. There's some things that I just don't want to know. I'm not going to push myself and try to beat my brain up. People know. Because that gets you nowhere. So, God, I'm sorry if I went on. It's just that the passion that I had to come here and try to tell y'all, hey, we may not have it all together. We may not have it all together, but together we got it all.
Understanding disciple is the same as you understand yourself. You understand what you're about. You understand this nation. You understand what it's about. Now, being that you got this knowledge, you understand these things.
Your piece to the cause. All right. Good. Your piece to the cause. Great.
You get knowledge to add on. You get knowledge to add on and make this nation great. If you did, then what are you doing? How are you adding on? You come to the parliament, but how are you adding on to the nation in order to make this nation great? The reason why you don't see these seats full, because it's no reason for it to be full. You have nothing to offer to the people at this time. Yeah, you got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. They don't see that. They don't even understand that. Because everything you do, people should be able to see how great this nation is. The reason why they don't see how great this nation is, because you ain't doing great things. We ain't doing great things. The reason why we ain't doing great things, because we can't come together. The Father said we want to see us that come together. If we come together and put our minds together, we can do great things.
Peace, Queen.
But we're not doing great things because we can't come together because we always get caught up in some nonsense. I don't like him. I don't like her. You don't have to like me to build with me. If I'm a builder and you're a builder, we can build. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to live with you. So that don't have nothing to do with you liking me. It's about building this nation. So what we have to do, what we have to be sincere about it, we have to come together, come up with some goals for this nation. We don't have no goals. What are you trying to reach? What are y'all trying to accomplish? Anybody, what are you trying to accomplish? Don't tell me that you're teaching civilization. Tell me that. What are you trying to accomplish?
Don't break God.
That's a goal. That's a goal. Yes.
Don't break it.
That's a goal. That's a goal. That's a goal. Now how you gonna come together and put that in motion? Okay, who you? Don't break it. Just like okay, come on. I got it. God, I can deal with it. Right? You come together and you come up with an idea on how to get free food for the babies, for the people. Once people see that we're doing something, they will add on. But if they don't see you doing nothing, why would I want to add on to something that ain't nothing happening? I don't want to be a part of something that ain't nothing happening. You say you got the most supreme knowledge on the planet. Show and prove. Everything is subject to proof. Everything is subject to proof. If you got it, use it. Now, I have an idea. Because I think, I'm a thinker. I'm not a talker. I don't speak that much. Unless I really got something to say. 4 people come from each region, sit down, and come up with a national goal for this nation, to push this nation, because right now this nation is stagnating. We need a push. Everybody need a push sometime. And right now, we need a push. You understand? So we got to come together, come up with some ideas on how to push this nation forward. That's what we got to do. Because if we don't do it, we're going to be still sitting here, coming here every month, saying the same things, and getting nowhere. So this is what my ideal is. We're going to get 4 people from each region, 2 earths, 2 gods from each region. In June, Show and Prove Weekend. And we're going to sit down and come up with some ideals and goals for this nation. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, that's my ideal. I'm going to try to make it happen. I just spoke to some people already, so we can get in touch with the brothers and sisters in other regions, so we can get them here for June, so we can do it. Because we have to give this nation that push. Because right now, we stagnated. With all the riches we got, we stagnated. It seems like nobody knows what to do. How could you not know what to do with all this knowledge you got? Something's wrong. Think about it. Something's wrong. So we got to come together, especially all the brothers and sisters in one, which is this region here. Right? Come together and get this. Yeah. So now anybody that want to add on to that, get in touch with me. Most of y'all know me. I'm always around. I'm always involved. You see the school, how the school look, that's because we came together and we made it happen. You understand? We made it happen. We didn't wait on no mysterious God, because we know ain't no mysterious God. We said the trees again to find this so-called mysterious God was unable to do so. So we have agreed that there's no mysterious God and lost no more time searching for that which does not exist. So if you're not waiting on me, then make it happen. Make it happen. Because if you don't make it happen, it ain't gonna happen. Hey!
My name is Rasheim. I've been stuck in law school for these. I'm working my bed on my February 21st, 2015, we celebrate the law and law school for these. By the culture hours and children. It will be the drug, alcohol, smoke, free mind. If you come in there looking like your eyes look like you like liability, don't be. Not eat. You celebrate the Father's goodness. You celebrate all the lonely dancing, yellow lines, the street on your back. This is part of the Christmas to be a celebration. And if we can glorify the nurse, we can't have a babysitter. She can bring her baby and ain't get to worry about it being around a bunch of drunk, don't love, crack, deep down in the view. Talking about Jesus. We didn't celebrate the honor, celebrate the life, the confidence of Jesus, Almighty God with all our let it be made and look at the game step. Give the poetry step again that was before. Where everybody will come and dance and get poetry. All people will look at it. God, even will power. But exactly, hot, ain't no the mine. He separated the mine from the people. All he had was a bunch of money. Now he had a bunch of money. No money. And he was in control. He had a bunch of rounds. And that's what he started protecting the devil. He made the devil took their mind and had a body to do what he wanted to do. The devil was the same thing today. They took the black man's mind. When them slaves were brought here, them babies were taken from them, raised like this mind. They took the mind from them babies, and they made him what they wanted. They only created they could take credit for so-called American people. Then they claimed, and for years of slavery, they know that they should not have been survived. They claimed they freed the black people. That was a lie. You had the Lord. The Union. That was what done. They had their own president, their own constitution. They had their own money. Then you had the Confederacy, which is another government with their own president, their own constitution, their own money. Same thing with the president of the North. He never freed the slaves in the North. The Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves in the South, which he had no jurisdiction over. When all that happened, he didn't free nobody. The biggest plantation was in New York. The biggest slave plantation in what wasn't down south. It was in New York. So he didn't free nobody. And they had been murdered and killed. They killed us in the street. When they can't kill, they lock up. They murder us, God, with impunity. Each and every day, each and every way, they are murdered. They don't care about their own people. This country is built by white folks that have money. The Constitution was written for white folks that have money. They ain't even hell about the poor white folks. So you know, for damn sure they ain't even hell about those black kids. They say that is a problem. Black people started building their own churches. White folks didn't understand. They ain't had nothing. They came from slavery. They built towns and more prosperous than we are. We can't have that. Farm. They farm on town. We destroy it. The black man still so we'll work. But the black man started working for them. They started realizing, oh, y'all are happy. They're better. And they were doing it. They couldn't get no jobs. The black man was there. They got to get a union and a job. That's what we're doing. Right? The docks were controlled by blacks. The first train was built and developed by a black man. The first train company was owned by a black man. White folks didn't do no work. Slaves didn't work. So you want to make work easier, who will be the ones to invent something to make work easier? The slave, or the descendants of the slave. So who do you think that they got? They patented black man slavery. The first car built, 4-4, was a black man. They patented.
Still doing it. That's right. That's what gotta do.
Black man outside, white man inside. That's their relationship. God, they don't care. They murder their children. You say, oh, they killed our baby. That ain't nothing new. When did they stop? When did they kill your people? They grew up before the train center. Thousands of people got